All right, I think I got the microphone working. But, oh my God. Fucking killing me, man. I don't know what's going on with this bullshit. So frustrating. It didn't do this at all last time. It'll do it when I have it on my phone sometimes, but sometimes not, and I haven't been able to figure that out. You guys can hear me, right? Check, check. Yeah, okay. Loud and clear, great. That thing's working. Okay, well. I wonder if there's a way for me to disable like input from It's not a feature that does that. Okay. Well, maybe we'll be able to get through a whole song. Music's very low compared to me. All right. No, that's maxed out. Try that. Is that a little bit better? You think it's a good balance? Oh. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll split the difference. No, I don't want a 50-50. You know, maybe more like that. Somewhere in between where it was and where it is now. All right. Hello. There's a delay and I can't see myself on the screen yet. I don't know if I'm in frame or how in frame I am. There we go. Hi. Scuffed as hell. All right, so I got a couple of things that I want to do today. I'm going to put this. Man. The first thing. Okay, well, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to change the camera here. I'll go a little more this way, maybe. Something like that, yeah. So I'm currently 3D printing some TPU stuff for to seal the dustbin underneath the router table. This is the router table top. I took the legs off. They're over in the corner. I don't know if you can see them anymore. But yeah. So I don't know how well y'all can see it. Like the overalls, yeah. It's either overalls or sometimes overalls and the apron. Just because everything else that I have right now is stretchy. My initial idea, and I might have to get to it. Let me know if you like the camera angle. I might do something else. Was to have an inset door. So the door was going to be sort of flush with the edge, right? That was the initial idea. And then I realized the two hinges or sets of hinges that I have, one is an overlay face frame and the other one is full overlay frameless. That's not going to work. 100% less shirt. Not today. It's 60 out. So I think that I'm going to make a new door and I'm going to have it be a full overlay so that the door will essentially go just like this, and this is the piece of wood that I'm going to use for it. I just need to make like one cut on it and then drill it out. Mortise for the links and suggestions. What do you got? Getting snow on Monday? I have not seen that, but it was under 32 this morning. Could I share the look at the items closer to the camera? Yeah, well, so that's what I'm wondering if I could. So I've got, I don't know if you've been here for some of the other ones, but I've got another camera set up if I want, I don't know if this is, hold on, here's what I'll do. All right. We're going to get. And the problem that I keep on running into is that in working on this, I don't have a good way of seeing what you guys can see. I can't monitor the camera angle. So I'm mostly guessing. So we're going to do this. And then I'm going to go and look and hope. We'll see where we're at. I feel like we need to probably go this way and down a little bit. I gotta go check. Look, we got her. No, that's not much better. Attach to your cap? Attach what to my cap? The camera? I don't have, I'm using my phone for what it's worth. Yeah. I think we can get even closer. All right, I'm gonna see how this does me. So much more fun than gaming streams? Yeah, no, I really like being able to not know what camera angle I'm at. We're doing what I can with what I got. All right, so these are the two hinges that I had, the sets of. One is a 3/4 inch overlay face frame. So that would be if there's a face frame, so like a little bit of material around here, and then it actually attaches to the material. If you look at your house, your kitchen cabinets are probably like that. The face frame thing, that's a very American way to do it. And then we have full overlay frameless, because I thought I had inset, and I don't. And they're like $13 a pair, so I don't feel like getting new ones. So my idea right now is to cut this, and I'm going to cut this so that there is about 1/8 of an inch reveal around the edge, and then I'm actually going to 3D print a frame around it, and that frame is actually also going to have a handle, because this whole thing is what is it? Oh, not wearing my overalls, or not my overalls, my apron. I went to reach for my tape and I didn't have it. Oh. Anyway, the whole thing stands just over 15 inches high, so it ain't big. Yeah, well, I did that same kind of stuff with. I just realized that the microphone's going to get covered by this. Hold on. Put it there. Is that good? I don't know. But I did the same thing with my like recycling bin that I made. I just painted it black, and then I had white PETG for the edges, just so that to protect them. And I kind of liked it, and I feel like I want to see what I can do with it more. You know, ASMR is still good for the brain. Are you getting ASMR? That's not what I want. Not an ASMR stream. Okay, my apron's not latching. Oh, when I put the apron on, yeah, because it went over the microphone. Yeah. What color might I use? Probably just black and white, because it's what I have. Yeah. And then it's going to be right next to the recycling bin, so it'll match it. It'll be painted black with white PTG around it. What is happening? Okay. My damn thing's not clipping on. Did I break it? Nope, clips there. Clips there. Does not clip behind my back. I wish that ASMR was good for my brain, man. I can't stand it. There we go. All right, anyway. So, yeah, mostly it just makes me uncomfortable. This was what was going to be the door, and I actually already drilled out the mortises, which is kind of annoying. So now, if I want to use this piece, I'll have to cut those off. But that's essentially what we have to do for this one too. So we're going to do this, figure out where those mortises need to go, place them, and then profit. Yeah. All right, so. Oh, but you know what I wanted to do first, maybe? I was kind of thinking that I wanted to just check the calibration on the table saw, because I've been having issues. And I wonder if it's just got a square. I guess that'd be kind of interesting to watch a little bit. Maybe. Food ASMR, yeah. I don't have like full-on misophonia, but like none. And there are some people where I'll eat around them, and I'm just like, ah! Just stop making so much noise. All right, I'm gonna move y'all again. We're gonna work on that table saw. Whee! So another thing that I 3D printed, if you look at the table saw, I've got a zero clearance insert, which is super fucking cool. Back and down. There we go, something like that. Yeah, so I got the insert done. So where's the old one? There it is. So this is the one that the saw just comes with. And that lives in here, and then there's screws to make sure that it's level with the rest of the table, the rest of the bed. So I 3D printed one. This was meant to just be a test. I kind of want to make it yellow because it still feels like DeWalt, I guess. But I now have the leveling screws in here. So, but that's great. So what that does is that helps tear out from the bottom, because with how big this gap is, it's meant to be able to take a number of blades, right? This one, I actually cut through it with the blade, so this kerf is exactly the width of the blade, right? So when it's cutting any kind of material, it's going to be pushing that material against the insert, and that will then reduce tear out. And just otherwise just safer, right? You don't have any risk of kickback or anything like that. Okay, I need, well, first off, hold on. Yeah, the grate doesn't look terrible at the top of the table. I agree with that. Let's see. Oh, I couldn't get the text-to-speech stuff work. Oh shit, is all that disabled right now? I bet it's not. Nobody do it, because I won't be able to hear or see anything. Notifications should work though. Because branding, yeah. Well, I'm gonna actually turn. I can't turn this music down without turning it down for you. So I'll do that, and then I'll bring this up. There. Okay. I need this on like a rolling stand. Spoot, what are we cleaning today? You're very funny. You're a very funny man. But the first thing I'm going to do is calibrate my table saw, actually. So I need my square. I have a bigger than a 6-inch speed square. What am I going to do? First thing I want to check is the fence. So I bring this up against the fence, and then lock it in place. It should slide pretty freely. Nope, I'm going to say that's off. Because it's loose here and then pretty tight right here. Son of a bitch. And that might be what's going on by itself. Yeah, okay. How does this work? It's regular screws? Screws. No one thought the music should be louder with me. Yeah, well, it was just, it was loud in my ears at this point, but also these headphones, like I said, like to give phantom inputs and will randomly just make the music louder or like skip a song or stuff like that. It's obnoxious. Kind of like my ability to not find a Phillips head. Here. All right. So, I believe with these screws here, now I want to get eventually song request and then text to speech going for this. Hopefully these are the right screws. I think so. I might have to Google it otherwise. Hold on, it's not. All right. Oop. Yeah, come back. Too far. Not seeming to be moving. Screws. Huh. How about text a song? There you go. All right. Yeah, it's not actually moving. Is it these two inside here? Okay. Be these two on the other side. I thought it was these two. I'm gonna Google it. I don't want to fuck up the saw. How to calibrate fans on the wall table saw. Oh. 7491. Huh? Loosen front pin and adjust fence until parallel to blade. Here's the front pin, fuckers. This is their official fucking. Ugh. Hold on, I'm gonna watch a short. Yep. 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 How do I? Get to adjusting it. What screw is that? I think I might have a different model. Oh.
Quick and do it, Derek. It'll be quick and easy.
English, I don't understand woodworking common. If I'm saying anything that you don't understand, let me know. I don't need manuals. I can just Google the manual. I haven't pulled up the manual yet. I thought it would be faster to do it this way. I'm watching another video now. It's on mute. I don't think this guy just adjusted what I need to get adjusted. Neat. Come on, man. Okay. Right next to an extrusion. This screw? No, because that's... Oh. He's back in regardless. But it is, for certain, not square. So I'm going to need to figure out something for it. For our purposes today, it's not that big a deal, but we'll just spend some time later to do it. Well, I wanted to check the blade and stuff too, yet I guess I can try. I'm just not going to... Having a straight blade doesn't do much for me if my fence ain't straight. Oh, you know what? I've got my reader downstairs. I have to go get it. All right. I'll be right back. You guys will be able to hear me the whole time, but I'm going downstairs. All right. Yeah, I had to figure out some stuff, John. It wasn't working right away. I had to do some what do you call it? Some troubleshooting. All right. So we had 0. Maybe it shouldn't be moving. There you go. All right, 0. And put it to the saw. It should be 90. And it's not. Neat. Double check it. Zero it. 0 degrees. Put on the saw. 90.4. No kidding. Hey Sue, how you doing? What are we building? Right this second, I am calibrating my table saw. But eventually, it'll be a small cabinet, like a very small cabinet. Love my man apron. It's my woodworking apron. Fuck off. Hey, DKB. All right. Oh boy, this isn't going to work out for me. Huh. All right, I'm about to say fuck it and just calibrate this off stream because I'm finding myself having to go and get different tools. Yeah, I'm literally not able to get that under there. Awesome. Well, again, for our purposes today, it's not a big deal. There's nothing actually getting attached to this besides the front of the thing. The wood shop is too clean. It's because I cleaned it before the stream. Don't worry about it. The stream is going to be full of leaves because of the garage doors. Also, calling it a workshop is maybe an indulgence. All right. So, skipping that. The random stack of insulation, that is not random actually. You can actually use it to cut against. So I actually have it to cut against on my circular saw. So normally it's a one big sheet. But some time ago, my niece found it and played karate. One of these is like, yeah, like this one's crazy cut up. Woo! Okay, clamp it down. Okay, now let's bring this over to the saw so you guys can see it. Okay, so for people that are just joining us, the idea is, well, so initially I had a different door and it was going to be an inset door. So the door would be flush with this level, right? And I realized that I didn't have hinges that would work for it. So I'm having to punt a little bit and use the hinges that I got. And with the ones that I have, I've got one that is for, I love this song, for a face frame with... Yeah, full face frame, and then the other one is full overlay, no face frame. So that's what we're going to go with. So this is the piece that I'm going to use, and I'm actually going to try to have everything be about 1/8 of an inch shy around the whole edge, because I want to do some 3D printed components on it. Oh, Jesus. It's like just shy of 11 3/4. And that's 13 5/16. Okay. Show and Tell Garage Edition. Hey, Corn Cob, how you doing? We're trying something new. We'll see how it works out for me. All right, and then the full width of this, that was the number that I just said a second ago. This is 12 5/8-ish. Just a little proud of that. But it's funny that it's called a square, but is it a triangle? Yeah, well, it checks for a square, right? It checks for 90 degrees. All right, so let's do this. Not that much, about that much, about that much. And right there. That. And there's my cut. Okay. With thick hardwood, thick and hard
It
is
seems we have a new
it's
follower.
flat and only 3/4 inch. We're making a very, very small cabinet. It's going to hold my garbage can because the dog keeps on getting into my garbage can. Wormwood Gaming, oh my goodness. Hey guys. How y'all doing? The text speech should work? Yeah, it's not yet set up, and I have to turn that off. I don't know if I have a way to turn it off without going downstairs. Hey, welcome on in, y'all. We're not doing anything interesting. Those guys are artisans. I am very much a student of the art, of the craft. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, like 12 and a half. It never stops being students. I mean, fair. I'm more of a student. Is that fair to say then? Yeah. I'll get my scuffed dust collection set up here. Of course the measuring tape is blue. Dude, it's all blue if I can. Anything that can be blue is blue. It's the whole thing. If these ear pro came in blue, I'd have them. If they came in blue, I'd have them 100%. Oh man, skip this. Needs blue apron too? I really like this apron, but there are some they're like denim looking ones. I think Rockland makes a blue one. All right. If the company wants me to print a bunch of small part I designed for them, I might have to figure out how to automatically eject. That's the dream, right? A lot of people have been trying that. And there's certainly setups that people have made, but nothing that I find to be particularly helpful or useful. Because they're very, very much super custom setups. Will this cord just fit? Where is that right now? But you guys know, check out Wormwood. Is Wormwood Gaming the account where they stream from the woodshop? But I'll turn those guys on sometimes, man. They are. The only difference between me and them is the equipment. No, those guys are very, very talented. Pretty cool. All right. Let's see here. Test. Just in case, I'm going to turn off the air compressor because if that fires up as I'm doing this here, we're going to blow breaker. Depends how many they need. Yeah, I mean, if you can get it set up, and by all means, get it set up. All right. Oh. This edge is like super not square. That's unfortunate. Let me take a look at it again. You guys in the wood jokes, good grief. So that was this here, right? The box is almost certainly not square. Well, that's part of the reason why I wanted to calibrate the table saw, but oh yeah, what the fuck is going on with this thing? I have a parallelogram. Possibly not even a parallelogram. I can probably take a little bit off of each corner from what I have right now. So where'd my pencil go? Always losing pencils. So there was 3 degrees off this way, right? What I'm dealing with now is this way. So across the fence, it's off. Just start doing stuff. We don't need measurements, dude. You know the whole like measure twice, cut once thing. I'm more like a measure 16 times, cut once, fuck it up anyway kind of fella. This is the one that I'm going to use as. What I could do is actually just break out the crosscut sled, which should be fine. And hopefully that's square. Yeah, right here. This is the whole edge is proud. So, side gets good snipped. I mean, most of woodworking is just making sure things are square. What could go wrong? Yeah. All right, so that's actually going to be this side. So let's see if I can fix that. So I line this up here. That should run into the blade. It does, but not where I thought it was going to. This piece is all fucked up. I don't know. I might be the one that gives a shit. That's a glorious mechanical pencil. These ones? This is like my one that I use whenever I'm just like writing something down. If I'm really scribing something, and I'll break out this guy. And this guy I love. This is the Graph Gear 1000, but it's a thinner lead. Like if I, for example, you guys see this one? Oh yeah. So all these scribe line holes in here, right? So if I want to make a line at 3 inches, there, that's at 3 inches. And this is just a little bit thick of a lead. And I'm particular enough to give a shit about then going like that, right? I don't know. It's a thing. Just use framing pencils? It depends on what you're doing, right? Like if I'm building a deck, then I should have one on here somewhere. I use it for when I, yeah, here we go. If I can get it out. If I'm doing like sanding, right, and then you do the pencil trick where you scribble all over your surface. Okay. No, this apron I love. This is Jonathan Katz Moses one. He's a YouTuber. But the little holster for your square, oh, it's the best. It's the best. Okay. We might actually do a cut here. So let me know how this is going to end up sounding. I have gates set up so that you guys should barely hear it if you can. Halfway tempted to turn the music off so you can hear it. But they're on and so on. Okay. Not bad sound-wise? Okay, that's the main concern, right? I just want to make sure that it's livable. All right. So that's that. And then what did I see? 12.5. It isn't incredibly loud? Okay, good. Because, like, it's the expected sound of a saw? Yeah, but, like, if it was regular, it would blow out everything. All right, I know I just said that. Did I say 12.5 just now? Yeah, 12.5. So this one, I probably can go across this, but we already know that this fence isn't flush, so I'm actually going to take it off, and I'm going to pop my crosscut slit on there. Not that I know that that is necessarily square. That's what I should do for one of these streams, just putz around with my shit, make sure it's all calibrated. One of those things, like if you're doing, again, like any kind of like housework or 2x4 work, you're not going to give a shit at all. But for doing stuff like this, doing any kind of more fine woodworking, I also want to remake this sled. There's a couple more features I want to build into it. Also, my brother kind of fucked it up. Does my saw have one of those saw stop thingies? No, that's a saw stop brand, and they are buku bucks. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't super loud either. No, saw stop is great. Where it will, if it touches any kind of skin or metal, actually, any kind of conductive material, it will drop the blade and there's a break, and you'll have just a nick on your hand instead of, you know, short one finger. Board game night with some indie devs, that sounds awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, saw stops are awesome. The school that I went to and the scene shop, we had a saw stop. And that got real spoiled real quick. No, I do not have a saw stop. Jesus Christ. If only. That'd be amazing. Although the saw stop did just come out with a compact job site saw. So about the size is what I'm saying. But with that same mechanism that they have. It's pretty cool. And never mind the safety thing, they're also just kind of good saws in general. All right. So because I'm now not referencing this face to this face, I'm going off this edge to this one. Hopefully this will then be square. Which is the thought or idea anyway. All right. Welcome to my time zone. There you go. All right. Vacuum on. Saw on. All right. Let's see if that fits my piece. I'll put it up here so you guys can see how we did. Probably take a little bit more off. I did it proud, just I like to sneak up on cuts. Yeah. Take like a 16th off. Not to be particular, but I'm particular. And this goes in the scrap bin. Oops, or it bounces out of the scrap bin. All right. Okay. And about there. All right. Emotional support table saw. This is my happy place. All right. And back him on. Saw. Let's see how that is. Maybe even just a little bit more. It'll probably be fine though. Like I said, I'm going to be putting some 3D printed edging on it, and then I'll also have the handle to open it. Actually, probably over here. I'll probably open it sort of reverse from how you might expect. A left-handed pull. Might almost take off just a little bit more. Yeah. Can't do edging answer. Ay. In your windows. All right. The garage door open. Ay. Ridiculous. All right. Yeah, right about there's good. And we're gonna have to figure out, make sure I can square up everything. All right, so that door's then cut. Never does a day stream again. Duplicate that. All right, let's move you all over to the assembly table that I got going here. But before I do that, I need to move my router table. I put that. Maybe I should have prepared for this. That's not cool. All the hardware to put those legs back on. Make a mess. Okay. Let's move this guy. Very gently. All right. Very good. All right. Okay. Nope, actually I need this. That's the that's the face frame. Not those, these. Alright. Moving you all over. Nope. Wish that I could actively monitor the camera angle. That's probably okay. It's a nice sled, thank you. I wish it was better. If I had the materials for it, I would make a brand new one. Because I hate it. It could be better. I want like some horizontal T-track on it, and not just the T-track on the back fence. All right, struggling with one camera right now. Okay. It occurs to me that these don't have install directions. Alarm tag. Scan for installation instructions. Well, I don't have a phone. The phone is currently in my camera. iPad over here. We'll arrange it that way. Okay. Goofiest fucking way to do this. Can't. Sure, allow. Determine my location. Oh my god. All right. Use template to mark holes. Drill holes 1/2 inch deep. Do not drill through door. Thanks. Pro tip. I thought that there was a... Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. The hell? You're killing me. Oh. Okay. It's not giving me... I want the measurement on center. All right, I have a jig that I'm just going to sort of wing it with. It'll be fine. All right, so it should be over here right now. So industry standard for cabinets is 3.5 inches up from the bottom, but this is not exactly an industry standard cabinet. So, oh, my face. Here, my face. Yeah, 3.5 is right here, which would be a little silly. Trying to decide on 2.5 or 2. There's 2.5. There's 2. Two and a half is probably better. Maybe just a little bit more meat. Let's call it 2.5. 3.5 inches is huge. I won't make the joke. Oh, a little more. I have no idea how much that actually is. Fair, I didn't even think of that. First dinner time for the kiddies, I guess. That's where the first mortise goes. Oops, this is why I have this other pencil. And 2.5 from the side. There. So how far is that to Center, yeah. Like how even some of your tools are blue, as often as I can, they're going to be blue. With woodworking, you'll get a lot of red, though. That's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. All right. Let's do. There's more just as fast. Red hides blood stains. I don't think that's why. All right, so I get to do this by hand because I don't have a drill press. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a fun time. Can't wait. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Jeez. All right, 35 millimeter Forstner bit. Half inch down. Easy by hand, right? I'm actually gonna mark that with my punch. There you go. There we go. Okay. All right. And we're drilling. The wind just pressed right back at me. Wish I had a drill press if only just for these. How much forward we gotta go? Ways. How's the sound on this? Oops, oh, don't bind up, little bitch. It's even more satisfying when you have a drill press. Just a stitch more, I think. It's not bad? All right, whoops. Woo! Just like a hair more. It's also because I'm doing it by hand. It's not perfectly flat on the bottom, so it's sort of leaning this way like that. For an outside IRL working streaming on the sound quality of the EQ. Hey, I'll take it. We've got a lapel mic, and I'm using my phone for a camera. I'm also streaming from a MacBook Air, which is also weird. I think I overdid it. No, but that is a good mortise right there. All right. You can be my mortise. I did. I have spent a little bit of time on this. You're not wrong. Not that much, but a little bit. All right. Oh, you know what's going to be even trickier? The screws for this. These are actually pretty chunky. No, in a little bag. So I can't get them out of the bag. There's a bag inside the bag. These are going to go everywhere. Hold on. That's what these are for. I wanted to do something, but I forgot what it is. The ADHD story. I swear I was gonna. All right. You know, actually, I'm gonna keep the bag. But I know Toast was talking about like terms and whatnot before. He was like, I don't speak woodworking. If I'm using anything that you don't know the meaning of, just give a shout, man. I would love to talk about it. All right. Like 3/16 is gonna be too much. Yeah, just an eighth. I guess I don't need to use a brad point here, but I could. All right. So I also want to use a drill block to get this straight. Not that it matters that much, but which gets this a little bit on the tricky side. All right. He said to shout. Ay, ay, ay. So we're going to use the tape trick. About that deep. This is what I want. So, if I make a little flaggy, and again, it's still a little thicker than I want it to be. What's the wood thing with the black, slightly flared base? The wood thing with the black, back here? Way on the back of the wall? Or are you talking about this guy? Yeah, that's my mallet. I think he's got it. Yeah, this is a mallet. It just works all the way around, and it's got a nice squishy head. You're not going to break anything with it. But it's from Goodwood or something like that. Wood is good. Good is wood. Woodisgood.co. Wood is good company. All right, there you go. Yes, you can sort of pound on things without leaving a mark to not mar your work. A little later. All right, so then, there you go, DK. All right, so now I just go until my tape reaches the top of this. Yeah, there's like 1,000 some odd songs in this playlist that just happened to come up again. All right. Okay. By the way, if you ever get a drill block and you're having problems, like actually threading a brad point for it because of the tip of it, put it in reverse very slowly, and it'll go right in. Pro tip for anybody who's using a drill block and a brad point bit. All right. One down, one to go. No, I need to get the other mortise. I probably could have done both mortises before I did that. That's okay. And my allergies are bothering me a little bit. Apology for the sniffles. What I could do is I could try to get you guys a more close-up camera angle for as I do this next one. What do we think about that? What do we think about that? Make some dust. Get some wood chips out here. All right. Okay, so then, if only just as a test of the DK Woodstream system, I've got this guy, and I should be able to very quickly and easily pop it on there. All right. All right, so this is going to get a little dizzying for a second. In an ideal world, I would switch camera angles otherwise. But here we go. Come on. All right. Let's see what we see. A little bit lower so you can see what I'm doing. Something like this, maybe? Is that too much? No, it's too much now. I'm so delayed because I'm using the iPad to watch what I'm doing. All right. So I can't guarantee that this isn't going to vibrate the hell out of the camera as well, but I'm going to try it. Okay. Just in case. Make sure you guys can see. It's all a part of the experience. Yeah. Okay. That Ryobi quality, so sharp, baby. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. We're getting there. Oh, the optical illusions form, but oh, sure, yeah, where it's brought to you by Cobalt. Yeah, no, the thing with Cobalt is that it's blue. Although Craig recently released a new line, and honestly, kind of want it because it comes. They also have a track saw, and they have a like an automatic. What do you call it? Jesus, start like pocket hole tool. It's pretty cool. Got a little sideways there because I'm doing it by hand. Wife just got home from the hospital. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right. Oop, nope, way more. Hold on. Yeah, so this side is sitting higher than the other. I see that the camera is focusing on my battery, not the actual piece. Perfect. I'll try to not put it there. Sorry. All right. Okay. All right, there we go. Feels like that's shitting pretty good. A little bit. Looks like these are. I think my hole is slightly going this way. Yeah, just get a different angle. That's what I should do. You are correct. All right. This is hopefully okay. I think my hole is not square. Oh, I got it. A year ago. All right. And putting a hole in my hole. It's for alignment. A little easier. One of my favorite tools, actually. They're so helpful. But yeah, no, these are. I mean, number one, I'm not using an actual drill press, right? But I'm sure that would make it a little bit better. But this just takes so much time to hog through that material. Raw, goodness. Oops. All right, let's see if I wanted to get a different angle here. Yeah. Can't actually tell what you can see yet. Well, that's not bad. I can live with that. What are your thoughts? What are our thoughts? All right. Drill block, drill. Backwards to get in. Come on. There you go. If only I had one of these that had like a 35 mil for the, the mortising. All right, now let's see about popping these guys on here. This is just a test fit, because I'm going to paint the doors yet. Also have to sand this one yet. Wouldn't that be fun? We'll do that on stream. That's what everybody loves, sanding. I don't mind it, but a lot of people, like, always complain about it. I'd rather sand than, like, put finish on. All right. That soft close action. Hell yeah. Oh. I didn't notice this until just now. We actually have a void at the bottom of this plywood. That sucks. I'm going to cover it anyway, but it does suck. That's what ply grid grades are for. I'm using cheap shit. We just fill it in now. I mean, I could put wood filler in it, but the edges of this are going to get essentially edge banding with a 3D printed part. Now with 35% less wood. So I don't think I'm actually going to fill it in, but it is annoying. Oh, what's the drill block do? It makes it so that it is perfectly 90. Sorry, I missed that comment until just now. Hold on, let me just double check through here. Yeah. No, the drill block essentially is just a bushing that gives me a guide so it's directly 90 from the surface, right? So, because if I'm doing it by hand, it can wobble all sorts of ways. Sorry if you can hear the wind there. Some wood wax recently? Nice. I don't think I've ever used like a refinishing wood wax. Hold on, I need to. My nose. All right. But yeah, no, this is the Milescraft one. I know Craig makes one. The Craig one's kind of, it's blue actually. It's pretty nice. But no, this one, I like the shape of it because it kind of fits my thumb in a way that, I don't know, I like. But yeah, it only goes up to 1/2 inch. If they have like a 35 mil or what is inch and 3/8, that's what it is. All right. Oh, actually, I still need this. Oops. Okay, so now I got to figure out where I want my holes in my cabinet, which I'm sure are going to interfere with some of the existing lines that I have here. I might switch to the other camera setup here. Oops, what's going on here? Oh, the plate came off. Hold on. There we go. All right. So, it'll be something like that. And something like this. You guys can't see it at all. All right, nailed it. I'm gonna move the camera back to the wide view here. Whee! Okay. But yeah, so it will be in there like this. And then just need to place these guys. And I don't have a template for that. So let me think how I want to do this. Boy, really glad that I glued the back of the thing inside already. If I didn't, I could actually mark where the holes need to go from the inside. Just clamp this on and then mark it from there. That'd have been better. Let's see. I might see this. Let's see what the directions say. Perfect. 1.44 inches. Yeah. All right, now I just have to measure 1.44 inches. Easy. But yeah, I think that because it's going to be sitting right here and my desk is like this, and if I open it this way, like I can, if I open it the other way, then it's potentially going to be like I have to reach around it. So ideally, it will open this way, and then I can get into it. All right. Yeah, 1.44 inch or 3.65 centimeters. That makes more sense for centimeters. There's a printable template. I probably could have printed that. That'd have been helpful. We have a blurred frozen screen? Oh, sorry. I was looking at the instructions, so I didn't see that. I don't know if I got like a phone call or something. All right. Oh, there it is. That fix it? I don't know why it did that. Yeah, this is where we need text-to-speech. Fixed? Okay, great. It's not on my screen that I have here in front of me. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, so 1.44 inches. How the hell am I going to do that? I think everything. Oh, there we go. That'll work. What's 1.44 metric again? This is actually a like an angle gauge, like a digital angle gauge, but it has a metric ruler on it. Hey, Wolfie, how you doing? New office? What do you mean, new office? What do you mean? I did it again? I didn't do anything. What do you mean? What's going on? Oh, it looks like it's fine from this side. Hold on. All right, is it good right now? It looks like it's good right now. Oh, mine, yeah, my own office. Yeah, if only. Add effects using hand gestures? What do you, no, I'm looking over the computer here. It fixed itself? No, I fixed it. But I don't know why it did that, so hopefully it'll stay. It's not nothing to do with the battery or anything. Anyway. Oh, it fixed it before I came over to it? Oh, okay. Well, I did do more than nothing and blipping it. All right. Yep. Great. Should have thought about. Well, actually, the reason why I did this is because this is not the kind of door that I was going to attach initially. Hold on. 3.65 centimeters. Right? No, I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh, still 3.65. What the hell? There's two different measurements on here. One says 3.65 centimeters, 1.44 inches. The other one says 3.65 centimeters, 1.22 inches. No way. Oh, you dicks. What's 3.65 centimeters in inches actually? And it blurred and froze again. Okay, so that's the same thing that happened. It happened when I swapped. Okay, so I'm going to go over here, and according to you, by the time I get over here, it'll fix itself again? It didn't. What are you doing over here, phone? Hello? Okay. Fix thyself. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Do I need glasses? Yeah, well, I mean, part of it's just using my damn phone as a camera. Okay, so 365. So 36.5 millimeters. Easy peasy. Like, that's really precise, yeah. Well, it's a little easier for the kind of ones that I was going to do, but working with what I got here. Okay. I mean, that's the difference between that measurement and this measurement. I know you guys can't see what I'm working on right now. Yeah, it's just a little bit deeper. Why? And gone again? Are you kidding? Like, gone again? What the fuck is happening? Oh, okay. And then before I could even do anything, it fixed itself. I don't know if it's me getting a phone call or what. Okay. Anyway. Okay. I want a combo square. Oy, oy, oy. No, it's not anybody important trying to reach me. It's fucking like advertisements. Not anybody important. Yeah, like a car warranty. Yeah. Only it's a loan thing. Where they're like, you are pre-approved. Pre-approved. Never been pre-approved before. All right. And go on again. I'm going to freak out. No, last call was 329. No, it's not a phone call. I don't know what's happening. All right. Like, I'm going to keep on trying this, but... Oop, ow. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, I didn't carry it over all the way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the camera. Sorry, y'all. It's going to be a future me problem to figure out, I think. Eventually, if I keep on doing this, maybe we'll end up with some better camera stuff, but doing what I can with what I got. That's a problem. Maybe not. I might still grab the... Yep. I think I can get it in there. Be a little cockeyed. Do let me know if it goes down again, but there's nothing that I can do to prevent it. Mostly because I don't know what's super going on. Hopefully the stream is fun, though, at least. I enjoy this stuff. Not when tech stuff is happening, but I do enjoy this. All right. Yeah, I mean, we just heard some beady beep noise. I didn't. That's fascinating. It shouldn't be the battery. The battery's at over 50%. Sure it wasn't part of the song or anything? And the beady beep is usually a battery thing. The computer's fine. It's plugged in, like to the wall. Might fuck it up here. Yeah, it's at over 50%. I don't know. And that should bring it back. It was louder than music for you. I should be hearing exactly what you can hear, with the exception of my voice. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one. Okay, so now, how do I want to do this where you guys can hear what the hell's going on? Maybe you're just hearing things. Maybe if it happens again, give a shout. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know if it does happen again. I might go back to. The problem is that I don't know how to do this, and not. I can do it like that. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, let's try it. I'll move y'all over again. Ooh, that's a breeze. All right, moving y'all again. All right. Maybe the BD beep was your computer. Is your computer running out of battery? So I don't know how the hell I'm going to do this without trying to block y'all view. Okay. So this is going to get particularly goofy. Plugged in at 100%? I don't know. All right. Oh, I was going to. Oops. I checked before I said anything? Yeah, that's fair. I appreciate that. So let's. Go. Slightly off. It's okay. All right. Well, this is fucking goofy shit. Oh, okay. Can't go any higher than that. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. I think you guys just get to not see this one. Well, my sister-in-law just came home. Hey, Sai, how are you doing? All right, so I'll do the other ones, and then the last one I'll actually do where I can see it. I'm not supposed to reach around like this. This is crazy. All right. There we go. From a post-op appointment? Hell yeah. Yeah, the triple tape, that's a super common one. If you don't have a depth stop, you just kind of, and you're not trying to be like super precise. There we go. Let's see if I can get my door on. So also what's cool about these is that they come off. Pretty good. All right, so, wait, hold on, now I'm confused. Now I'm confused as how they go back on. Stand back. Like that, yes. Yes, that's it. Yep, okay. Just felt like it was really far in there. What are we building? It's a small little cabinet cupboard for my garbage can to sit on top of. Since we got Shelby, I had to raise my garbage can because she would get into it. Because I eat at my desk all the time and there's food on there all the time, right? So what I've had as a temporary solution that has lasted years is I had like a painter's stool, like a wooden painter's stool that like spins up, and I had that, and she was it worked, and it was meant to be temporary until she would stop doing that, but she hasn't stopped doing that. So now we're making a more permanent solution to the issue. Also, I think the screwdriver is going to be too long. Oh yeah, not even close. Hold on, I have to get the stubby. Stubby. All right. But I love little stubby screwdrivers like this. They're so handy. There you go, Wolfie. So the sun isn't sitting on the horizon. Yeah. That's fair. So one of the things that's really cool about these types of hinges is that they're super adjustable. So even if you kind of mess up in the installation, usually you can configure it so that they are then fine. All right. Push this up. Okay. Now these back in. Right, Indica? Yeah. I mean, pretty soon the sun's going to be sitting on us here. I got all the lights on, but. Okay, and just adjust my north-south a little bit. Right about there, but you see all the different screws and stuff on here. Just every which way you need. The Euro style hinges. They're great. They're hidden. That's my best part. I hate seeing hinges. All right, is tight, but not too tight. And now, ooh, a little soft close action. Looking like we got to adjust it a little bit. Because we got, not quite, but. And that should just close this down. I mean, if it's decorative, yeah. It depends, like you said, it depends on the style you're going for. Okay, we got to fix this so this actually closes. But it's pretty good. All right. All right. So let's figure out how to adjust this shit. Now, if I remember, is it just this one or is it both of them? Is this one? It's just this one. You're correct that it is the point now, but I want to make sure that they're going to be efficient. Hey, and that is that close action that we want. Swoop. There we go. All right. Now I got to design what will be the edge around it. And figuring out from there, man. Let's see. I need to sand a lot of this. It'll be super entertaining to watch. I'm gonna put you guys back on the big one. All right, let's see. You guys can see. I kind of want to like straddle the table here. Something like that, maybe. All right. Okay, you can go back here on this side of the table. Bam, bam, bam. Good. Put some of the shit away. All right, man. I'll have to figure it out because it's. I'm used to having my face be on camera more. Yeah, I don't know. Now here's a project that I have too. I want to make like an actual case for these brad point bits. Because right now I've just been putting them back into the the packaging, which is annoying every time. But the problem is, I mean, I have something that I would try to use, but the half-inch one is too long. Come on now. Thank you guys for hanging out while I'm doing this, by the way. Oops. God damn it. What's going on? Oh, it's not this hard. No, we're gonna paint it. I'm not gonna stain. I hate stain. If I would otherwise stain, I'd usually just paint. That's my thing. Like, some people will take like pine and stain it chestnut or something. Just use chestnut or walnut was what I was thinking of. But yeah, skip this one. Yeah. But yeah, no, we painted black, and then around the door, there's going to be some 3D printed trim that I'm going to use for it. I'm gonna... Love that, though. All right. Get a different garbage can for the side of the garage. I gotta walk over. All right. But what I should actually do is take the whole mechanism off. Beep, beep, beep. Because I haven't sanded the door at all. I'm not like, if somebody wants to use stain, they can use stain. But I hate it. I feel like it never looks right. You're better off just using paint. Or if you want it to look like that wood, I don't know, try using that wood. Because it's never going to look like the actual, right? You're not fooling anybody. Get nervous with the flammability of stain? There's not a whole lot of finishes that aren't flammable in some kind of way, because they have to have some kind of solvent that then can flash off, right? So like, I get what you're saying, but there ain't a whole lot of stain that's not, or a whole lot of finishing product that isn't flammable in one kind of way. Unless you mean like after it's done being stained? Is it? I guess I can't really speak to that. That'd be an Inika thing. She would know. If stain makes it more flammable. Dead soldier. The hell? Oh, jeez, it's up here. So better than stain? Other things are typically worse? Yeah, that makes sense. I had a stain-filled rag that's gone up in flames sitting in sunlight. Yeah. Well, if you have it like crumpled, that's never going to be good for you. 120 and 220. Yeah, just, if anything, you want to spread it out flat to let it dry. Yeah. And then once it's dry, then maybe throw it away. Yeah. I think it's the most flammable chemical that you've used? I don't know. Ever used hairspray? Could be wrong. Okay, so get my dust collection set up. Something that's not sexy that I would like to be able to spend money on is just dust collection in general. Got the most cockamamie setup. Ugh. Even if I had it so that like my cyclone here, which is my like little 3D printed cyclone that I got, whoops. If I had it so that like this like sat on top of, like it was like a cart that I just made around the shop vac maybe, be way better. All right. I think I'm ready to sand some. You'll have to let me know how it sounds, if it sounds like terrible. Again, I should have it so that it's not going to be too bad, but you never know. Okay. I want to 3D print a cyclone. There's now, when I printed this, it was the only design that I found, but now there's like dozens of them. All right. Oh, what actually, if you do, hold on. If you do 3D print a cyclone, also look for, so I can show it adequately. This guy right here. This is the anti-crush valve. So it's just a little washer on the inside, a little rubber washer. And if for whatever reason there's not, like if you know, like I put my hand over the into the tube or something, this will actually push down and it will release air into this way. And then not crush your bucket, because I've crushed several buckets before I did that. Find it so interesting that I'm so conscious of the dust? No, if I could have it be like, I would spend as much money on dust collection in an actual shop if I had an actual space that was mine, and that, you know, cars didn't go into. There's, yeah, I would have dedicated stuff. Not good for your lungs, and it just looks messy. And the damn wind coming in isn't helping that for me right now. Just different from what you're used to. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but particularly when I'm like sanding like this, what I should be doing actually is getting my mask on, but I don't want to. And this is a small little piece that I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. Oops. All right. There's also all kinds of options that you can get with dust extraction where like it'll turn on when the tool turns on. That stuff is really cool. Rockler makes one that's really neat. Oh, actually, the Rockler one is pretty affordable too, for what it is. That is something that I have taken a look at. But also, like, it's not the sexiest purchase, you know? All right, round 2, 220 version. Okay, dokie. All right. Used to spray his fruit trees using with poison using a 20-gallon backpack tank without any safety equipment. Oh no. Oh man. Just turned 91. I forget that my parents are almost the same age. Oh yeah, almost. Like 10 years older. All right. No, I also have brushes like everywhere. I think I have like 6 in the shop here. Okay. Let's see. I could some more sanding on the actual piece, not just the door. That'd be good. Also smoked from the age 12 until the 70s. Goodness. So what I'm looking at now, I do have shelf pin holes in here. If I want to put a shelf in there, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to put in here actually, for what's worth. But the weeds never die. There you go. I like it. Yeah. Let's see. I guess I could just. I got to do the inside here too. All right. Yep. We'll do this in 220. All right. You probably paint it. I'm not going to paint it on stream though, I don't think, because I'm going to step outside for that. But it's almost done. And once this is done, then I got to figure out a different project for us to do these streams on. Well, I have projects. I got to figure out how I'm going to. Got to figure out materials. That's what I got to figure out. Exclamation point fund. All right. Okay, look. My brother's gearing up to go bowling. Oh, so yeah, man. Anybody have any questions or anything? I don't know who's ever tried any kind of. Not that this is particularly complicated, but. I can see if I missed anything. It's good. Hopefully, it's interactive. All right, I'm gonna hit the vacuum, and we're gonna do more sanding. How do we get 50% more woodworking? I need 50% more wood. I don't know if you can hear me with the vacuum going. My battery ran out. Yeah, if you've never done with a random orbital sander, I'll turn this off for a second. If you've never sanded with a random orbital sander, it does make it better. A lot of woodworkers don't like sanding, for what it's worth. But yeah, I don't mind it that much. I wish I had a better sander. This one vibrates the hell out of my hand. Whistling. I don't know where that whistle is coming from. All right. Are we a woody woodpecker foot? How much progress have we made? I've got a door that goes on, but then I took it off so that I could sand. But yeah, no, I'm basically getting ready to paint the thing, and then we'll be good. I've got some glue built up there. This is a card scraper. This is a thing that I didn't know existed before I got really into woodworking. These are amazing. It's like a teeny tiny little sander, or like a teeny tiny planer is what I'm gonna say, or like a planer. Yeah. Takes just the teeniest little layer off. They come in all different shapes and sizes. This is just the one that I keep in my apron. We've got another one on the table somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Oops, and this is magnetic, so it's grabbing it. Yeah. But up in the top here, I didn't notice before, there's a little bit of glue squeeze out that I never really cleaned up. Which isn't a big deal. It's on the top, and no one's going to see it, but it'll take paint weird. Right, but with a clean, damp cloth, usually I will do like a tack cloth. But yes. Yeah, you want to make sure that it doesn't have any kind of dust or anything on it when you go to actually paint it or stain it or whatever. I think I'm gonna meet up for 7:30 to see Predator Badlands. Nope. I could do 9:30. My vacuum's on. They don't have a 930. Well, that's the way. Use it as a vacuum. Okay, man. With that, I'm pretty good. I should have asked 3 hours ago. Could have came. Round over the inside edges here. Not round them over, but just like sand them down. Put them down a little bit. So sharp. What is this? 120. That's good enough. Just so it's not quite as sharp. I'm not trying to do anything besides make it so that I don't cut myself on the damn thing. Just remember that it came out today. Yeah. That's all right. If I had like a bench plan, that would work too. Hi. Nice painting. A little bit more off that edge, I think. Yeah. I'm kind of wondering if I want to put some edge banding on it, because when the doors open, you'll be able to see the plywood, because the layers of the plywood aren't going to take the paint in the same way, right? I don't know. I have some, I think. Yeah. Work. They would just get painted anyway. What would be the hardest option? Getting hardwood and cutting hardwood strips as a veneer. Well, not a veneer, but as edge banding. And that I'm not going to do, at least in part because I don't have the hardwood for it. Martin, how you doing? But I've got this. This is iron-on edge banding. You take a hot iron, like a regular iron that you would do with your clothes, and put it on there like that. I wonder if... So the two things that are, well, they're solvable. The two things that are a problem with that is the holes that I have for the hardware now are at the depth that they're supposed to be, given how far away they are from the edge. But they're adjustable, so I'd be able to adjust for it. Oops, what happened? Did the camera go weird? Or is it just on my screen? All right. But yeah, I think that would look better. Yeah, no, I had to. So something's going on with the camera. It's happened a couple of times today because I'm just using my iPhone, right? But I don't know if it is a notification that pops up or what. But it then goes to like, it tries to be a regular phone, and when it does that, it puts itself as a, like it blurs it out. There it is. Yeah, so I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. I think I want to put edge bending on it, man. Yeah, son of a bitch. I don't know where my iron is. We've got an old shitty iron. Might have to do it not on stream. Yeah, Wolfie, I can double check on that. I thought that I had is also the thing there. This down a little bit too. Well, I guess I can't really take it down if I'm going to put. Oh, that's a thing too. Is that this is going to be. Because I did a rabbit. A screensaver, maybe, but it hasn't come in like regular intervals. Yeah, and if I put it around this edge, then it'll really look obvious. Maybe that's okay. I think it's fine. It's not meant to be like a showpiece. It's meant to hold my garbage can. Yeah, I don't have I don't have any like walnut. Walnut would look great, nice like contrasty thing, or even like some Paduke. I do have Paduke actually. I got a big old slab of Paduke over in the corner. Not a slab, but a big old piece of Paduke, like 5/4. What was that? Maybe 5 feet long. All right, let's see. So, what time is it? No, damn. The 3D printer's not done printing the parts for the router table yet. I can tack cloth this while we're sitting waiting. But we might be winding down. Yeah, it's got to be some notification or something that isn't going to the watch. That's exactly it, right? All right. So this is what's called a tack cloth. Essentially, it's just a really sticky, like fabric that you can use. This one's been used a little bit before, but you can keep on using them. And it gets just all the little bits of sawdust that are around it. Prepared to paint. You also just use like a wet rag, but then you have to wait for it to dry. Yeah, it's a fancier version of a damp cloth. You can also just use a damp cloth, right? It tends to work a little bit better. And then you're not getting your wood wet. But yeah, it's essentially like a damp cloth. There's a big old crack on the side of this that I filled. It's flat. We'll see how it takes paint. Oh, man. I just waited a bit and the wood was dry. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Yeah. No, it's not a problem. It's just another way to do it. Wouldn't say that any one of them is better or worse than the other. They have their advantages and disadvantages. Oops. That's not sanded at all, but that's not fine. I'm probably not even going to paint it. All right. All right, let me think, man. Yeah, if I don't have... I actually finished this faster than I thought I would. One out of flat bottom on that? Honestly, maybe out of habit, but yeah, I put a toe kick on it. Yeah, that's just sort of what I'm used to, I guess. But you could put a flat bottom on it and just have it be a box. Yeah, I think you could. Seeing spider hiding spots as you have it? Well, when you put it that way, it's a fair point. Because this way it's harder to do. I will treat the bottom of it with anti-spider stuff. But it's not only just the dot, it's also dadoed. Right, so it's cut into this side. And then also on the bottom, the same thing. And then also dadoed into this. So it's like a three-way. Yeah, I did it the hard way. What it comes down to. Just a stronger joint. All right. No, you know what? I can take these out. My little 3D printed painting pyramids. All right. I have like a million of them. Okay. All right. So yeah, man. So the plant that I have, I was expecting it to be done with it no sooner than a half an hour from right now. So I actually went faster than I thought I would. Probably because I didn't actually end up fully calibrating this. So we'll figure that out later. Yeah. I don't know if I want to sit and wait for half an hour. We could just do Q&A. Make it a hinge board so I have a hiding spot. You could do that. That I'm not going to do. This is to hold my garbage. But you could. Man, I wish I should have waited for when I had the router table set up, but I got impatient. I actually did the rabbet around this edge with a palm router, which is fine. The problem is that this is like, I don't know, maybe 3/8 inch like material, and it's not so much of a flat surface, it is a fulcrum. So I got a little, it's not exactly perfect. Again, it holds my garbage, it'll be fine, but it ain't exactly perfect. I made a drum. And get food. Remember meds? We got some time before I get food. I was drumming to the people walking into the game you're playing. That's funny. All right. But yeah, John, I don't know if you've ever used like a random orbital sander for sanding, but it makes it way better. It's still sanding, but it does make it better. That's a message. You need to get less and less grit paper. I mean, I have in my little box here. I keep 3 different kinds. 80, 120, and 220, and that's all that I keep in here. And I also keep 4/0 steel wool. And then that's for a lot of times after a finish is done, you can do that to kind of take the shine off of it. It is time consuming. I don't think it's not annoying either. I think you're spot on, but I don't know. I don't think it's too bad. All right. Yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe we just call it. I can put it together again for people who didn't see it. Let me do that real quick. Find it meditative? Yeah, a little bit, right? Like it's just like brain off. Boom, 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 boom. You know? But I got a nice little soft close hinge on it, which I love. Very big fan of them. They're so adjustable. Crazy. I freaking love it so much. All right, and if that was a door, what would I be? Nope. Over the table saw. You know, I just thought of that I didn't think of until just now. I wonder if there's there's got to be, I'm sure, but anything that I would use, if there's like 3D printed hinges that would have been acceptable enough. Yeah, right. The problem with sanding is if it's like a really big surface, like when doing Jasmine's room, we sanded the walls. Holy, whoops, what am I doing? Holy shit, did that suck? Jesus, that was brutal. It's a lot of wall. All right. And now, circle in. And they go in. There's one. I'm not going to adjust it, but I'll tighten these up enough that we can close it. All right. Nice little soft close, man. Hell yeah. That's cockeyed because I have to adjust it, but that's it. Oops, it's not even that. It's not on the hinge. Yeah, it takes longer than you think it's gonna. Always. There we go. The super soft close. Oh yeah. And then it'll be painted black, and I'll have white PTG all around it. And it'll not be hanging on the overside of this. But, yeah. Think it'd be a weekend project? I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do, but probably not, man. Like, it's... Yeah, I mean, we also redid a lot. We redid a lot for it. That's so satisfying, the soft close. Boop. Happy little soft close box. They're also the soft close aspect is also adjustable. Oh no, not okay. Sorry, not on these. Not in the same way. I was thinking of the face frame ones. We can have it so they soft close from like out here and then drift in. If you're taking down drywall and putting new drywall up, then yeah, that is going to be for one person to do. It's going to be a long while. Yeah, man, that's going to be a yep. Hey, Matt teacher, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. That's some mighty fine wood. Thanks. It's for my garbage. We just got everything sanded. I put the hinges back on for just a second so I can show off my soft close hinge. But then later tonight, I'm going to do probably the router table. I got some 3D printed parts. Yeah, that makes sense, Martin. But there's a, I don't know if that was there before or not, but there's a little bit of a teeny tiny crack on top of it. This is cheap ass plywood. Oh yeah, I made the bracket for the router table top to go onto, or the dustbin to go onto the router table top. And now I'm just making some 3D prints to sort of keep it sealed. I replaced everything in my house that had soft close hinges because I kept on not giving them enough time to close and walking into them. A lot of them are adjustable so that they can like not be out this far. That's very funny though. Oh no. Whee. Come here. And then it'll also be a 3D printed handle on it too. Getting cats trapped inside? Yeah, they'll be able to find their way out usually. But also they have enough force that like they'd have a hard time getting inside unless they got into it when you had it open. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. Anyway, just a easy little plywood project. Because I had spare plywood. Running them into it as they slowly, depending on what's in there. Maybe, I don't know. Never underestimate the sneakiness of cats, that's fair. But with that, you guys, I don't know if I have anything else. Maybe we call it. If anybody has any immediate questions about woodworking or anything to do with these streams here, while we're talking, I can take my door back off. Actually, let's do this. We're going to paint it black. Yeah, no, this is all scrap wood. Yeah. This is why the plywood sucks. It's got all kinds of cracks and voids and other shit. But yeah, just going to paint it matte black, and then I'm going to have a white trim that I'm making out of 3D printed parts. But this weekend, maybe, I don't know. I'd love to work on the French cleat wall. No worries, Ithaca. Have a good night. But if I do more on... So this weekend I have Shelby and myself, my brother and sister-in-law and niece are going to visit my sister-in-law's parents. So I got to stay home and take care of the dog. So maybe I'll do some woodworking. I don't know. If I can. Do I need to put any away of the saws yet? Do I need to? Not necessarily, because this is where my car goes, where I'm standing right now. And I don't mind that much if my car is out at night. My brother hates it. But could I? Yes. But all we ever did really is the table saw today. That router table I want to get set up yet. There's still kind of stuff all over the place as we sort of figure out where everything is going to eventually live. Yeah. Also want to make a scrap wood. I was thinking for other safety reasons. Oh, gotcha. No, that's going to be taken care of otherwise. All right, man. Yeah. If anybody else has questions or anything at the end here, I might call it for the evening. Thank you guys a lot for hanging out as I'm doing this. Hold on, I'm gonna do this so I can see you, or so you can see me. But I love you, John. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I will. Yeah, I got to figure out how to. Got to figure it out. This is delightful, Matthew. I'm sure that you missed most of it because it's during the day and whatnot. But hopefully, talking about maybe having one on Saturday, and that'll be a long one if I do it. And actually, what I can do is I'll keep the garage doors closed and have Shelby in here with me too. But I know I enjoy doing it this way. Yeah, I wish that I had all sorts of other things, right? I wish that I had better cameras and stuff, and that I wasn't just using my cell phone. But I think it worked out pretty well for what we have. Sure. Where was I talking? Expecting snow Saturday? I just tried to go for my phone to check the weather. Derp. Thank you, Wolfie. No, like I said, it might be, I don't know. Maybe it's a regular segment on the stream, maybe. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. As the weather gets colder, we're going to have to figure out how to do this in a way that I'm not going to freeze. This is my 3D printed box. Yeah, I've got this little pile over here of batteries to charge. All right, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. Oh, man. I'll see you on stream, regular stream, tomorrow. Have a good night, y'all. Bye. Hey, I just realized this song is playing again.